Uh, so did you come up with something? What's your name? What's your first name? Julian? Jordan. What good is it being a father? Are you a father?
I am.
What good is it being a father?
Like I said before, there's, someone to look up to.
Someone to look up to.
Yeah, it's not just good, there's bad in it as well. But if you want to focus on the good, there's loads of attributes to being a good father.
Oh, yeah? What good is it being a father?
I don't totally understand the question. What good is it to be a father?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
What good is it to be a father or being a father?
The way
Mr.
I understand it, you get to pass on history, you get to pass on knowledge and wisdom to the next generation.
That's the good in being a father?
I think so.
What?
I think so.
Anybody ever done that?
Yes.
And the good come from it?
Yes.
What?
Children who grow up to be
Good morning. Welcome to Fellowship. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. You can get involved by going to our YouTube chat line, and Hake will pass on your questions and comments to me. I do appreciate it. So I was asking the people just before we started, what good is it being a father? What good in being a father? And what did you say?
I said I really don't know. I was trying to think of that answer.
You think of any good in being a father?
Well,
What good is it?
thinking about my father gave me a lot of love, and it's just love. He just gave me love, so I'm grateful that I had a loving father. But
But you didn't know at the time he would give you love, did you? When you were a child, did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I grew up with a very loving father.
Oh, okay. What good is it being a father and being a father?
I feel like having a father gives you guidance and leadership.
What?
Guidance and leadership.
Guidance and leadership? What do you mean?
Like someone to follow, like show you the way of like being a man.
Any father ever done that?
Yeah,
Who?
my dad.
Your father showed you how to be a man?
I mean, during the time, I thought he was just being hard and like stern with me, and I kind of butt heads with him sometimes. But now, as I grow older, it was like kind of you realize he was setting foundations of leadership and guidance
But
for you.
if it was good in being a father, why did you know that in the beginning as a child?
I think it was because I grew up kind of like rebellious in a way, like
But why would you rebel against good?
as being a teenager, just trying to figure things out myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I will say my upbringing was I was always kind of like the rebel child, where my parents will tell me to do one thing and I'll do the other stuff in defiance and stuff. But as I grow older, I realized it was like, it was just probably me and my thoughts, like
Are
trying
you a
to.
father?
No.
Do you want to be one?
Maybe I'm not particularly like a goal of mine right now, but maybe one day.
Oh, okay. Let me ask a father. There are two fathers here. Well, maybe more than two, but well, let me start here then. I'll come back to that, father. What good is it being a father? And being a father, what good is it?
Oh, hey, Jesse. Well, I injured my leg, and my daughter was helping me yesterday. She was making sure I was good. So for me, that's a little. It just felt good. She'll help me. I went to order food. She brought it for me. She would she took the cup to go get the drink that I wanted from the fountain drink.
So, the good in being a father is that what the kids can do for you?
Yes, sir. For me, it was. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
to make you feel good?
Yeah, because I was struggling, so she helped me out.
Oh,
And I didn't like force her. I didn't tell her, hey, go do this for me. She like
is
willingly.
there
wanted to
anything
do
else good about being a father? Or in being a father?
it. I don't know if it's good, but it brings like a sort of satisfaction.
What kind of satisfaction?
Well, when, because I try to think back when I was a kid and my dad was trying to guide me in life. He gave me his point of view of what life is and how life works. And I didn't appreciate it at the time when I was a kid, but now I'm starting to see it because now I have my kids, so I try to do the same with them to the best of my ability.
Oh,
Just kind of give them a preview. Hey, if you do good things, life will be good. If you do bad things, you might struggle more. And but I tell them straight up, I'm not like God or anything. I've been in this world longer than you, so I'm just gonna give you what I've seen and what works and doesn't work for me.
amazing.
But at the end of the day, you gotta make up your own decisions in life, and don't believe it just because I told you. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
The young lady want to respond behind you. What good in being a father?
As a female, I find this question a little difficult to answer, but sort of similar to you, drawing from my experiences growing up, I truly believe my father set a really strong foundation for me in terms of goals and values. For example, last week we were talking about men paying for things for a woman when they're not married, and my father's stance has always been, and that's what was indoctrinated, for lack of a better term, when I was a child. It was always make your own money. There's nothing that will be more satisfactory than using your own money. Don't take money, don't accept money from anyone else. So for example, and then a strong work ethic.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I guess it was a little sad to hear some people say, or some of the men falter in what is what is good about being a father. It's a little, I don't know. Makes me wonder why there aren't more enthusiastic responses, I guess. But that's just my take.
Amazing. You're a father, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two kids.
Yesterday, someone texted me they got married and they're thinking about making children. And so he asked me, can you tell me what good in being a father? And then I'll tell you my response in a minute. What good in being a father? What's the good in it?
I mean, I think there's only like good in it in the sense of like, if you follow the laws of God, which is put God first, then good can flow through you.
But ain't nobody gonna follow that.
Say it again?
No one's gonna follow that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's good about being a father?
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to answer that, because if nobody's going to follow that, then there's going to be no good. But if you follow that, then that's where the good will come from. Because you could say good, oh, you're a protector, good, you provide, good, but that's all worldly things. So it's things that, it's left to interpretation. Different people can interpret it different ways, but the only good can flow through God, and that's why you have to follow Him and put Him first, and then the good will come. But you can't label
But
it
no
what the
one's
good
doing
is.
that, so what's good in being a father?
Well, I have no answer. I mean, that's left for whoever wants to be a father to find out.
And you are a father, right?
I'm a father, yeah.
What good in you being a father? Or about being a father?
Well,
Well,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to answer it. Like I said, if I say any of the things that I identify as good, then it's just what I think is good. So I don't know. Other people might say that's not good. That's miserable. You know, they have their own interpretation of it.
but what's good about you being a father?
Well, some of the things that I listed that I'm able to protect my
The
kids.
God thing?
Say it again. The worldly things. I guess I
Did
would.
you say the God thing?
That'd be the number one thing.
But you, beforehand, you didn't know about God.
Yeah.
What was good about being a father before you,
So I mean,
before you knew about
yeah.
Jesus?
nothing.
There was no good in being a father?
I mean, no. I mean, I can't think of anything that you can say that's so. This is good for being a father. I mean, other than just like I said, putting God first and following that. I think that's what's
Amazing.
good.
Joe, what's good about being a father? You're a little father. What good about being a father?
I said, not a thing. Everything gets turned against you. You're the worst person, yet you got to provide. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody listens.
Oh, mess. Okay. Yes, Nick. You're going to be a father. What's good about one day? Not anytime soon, y'all. You're not married yet. One day. What's good about being a father?
I can't think of anything good about being a father. What does it mean to be a father? It means you had, that thing. I mean,
What?
It means being a father means what? It means you had that one thing and made a baby.
That's what's good about being a father?
No, that's
You had
what
a
being
baby?
a father is. So what's good about
I didn't
that?
ask what a father was. I asked what's good about being a father.
I don't think just being a father is just like good. There's nothing good about it. It's just something
Oh, there's
that
nothing
you
good
are.
about being a father?
No, that's not the good part. The good is like
It's making
elsewhere.
a baby, huh?
No, it's like it's something that I can't describe. It's in something called love. It's in something else. But being a father just means you made a baby.
What?
Being a father just means you made a baby.
But I didn't ask what's good in being a father.
That's part of my answer as to why I say that it's not good. It's not bad or good. It's just being a father.
That's amazing. So they think about making a baby now, and they're like, "What's good?" They asked me two kinds of ways, but I forgot what the first. What good is there in being a father? I think he asked me, "What good is there in being a father?" Or what good is about being a father? And I tested back. I said, "Nothing." And he was like, "You can't think of one thing?" I was like, "I can't think of anything." He's like, "Is that bad?" So I had to find out if he's still going to consider making children. Did you have your hand?
You get tax credits.
You get tax credit. Right on. You get tax credit. Anyway, okay. Any questions before we get rolling? They came to receive. They brought nothing. Amazing. Yes, Raymond.
Just one factor that I find disturbing. It seems like a lot of people are lamenting a passing of a lot of celebrities. But when you come to think of it, what have they contributed to mankind?
That's a good question. Yeah, Dolly Parton and a couple of people, at least one other I know about.
Yes.
Amazing. So this year is about endurance. Enduring this whole year. And we talked about be a doormat. Anybody been a doormat all year? Yeah. No? What does that mean?
I started coming here in March, so to be fair, I didn't know.
So you've
that-
been a doormat since March?
Yes.
And what has it been like for you being a doormat?
It's very freeing. It's great. It's really nice because it's just one thing that could take up space in your head that's just out now. Don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about pride or this person isn't giving me respect at work. I know that's been a big topic among many people here. So it's nice not having to worry about that.
For those who just tuned in for the first time, tell them what a doormat is.
Well, my understanding is I think it's ultimately letting go of your pride and allowing people to, I don't, because it's a little bit different than being a pushover, right? It doesn't mean that you're not sticking up for yourself or not speaking up, but it's also not, I think, my understanding is not letting your pride get in the way and not letting people get to you or think that you're being disrespected.
And so you've been a doormat all this time from March to now, I think.
I mean, I've generally been kind of doormatish for a long time, so it's not like a big leap.
Okay.
But
And now that you're aware that you're a doormat, what that's like for you?
it's just very freeing. I'm thinking mostly at work because that's when you're, really coming into issues during
Yeah.
the day with people. But it's just nice if somebody, those thoughts will still come into my head occasionally, like this person at work said this or did that, and there'll be things that come into my head, but it's nice knowing, hey, even if that's true or if it's not true here, who cares? Those are just thoughts, and
Okay.
let it happen.
And so you don't react?
No.
Okay. Amazing.
I mean, that's not completely true. The thoughts will come, and I just have to practice being aware of them. It's not like they don't ever show up.
But you don't act them out?
I don't. No.
All right. Amazing. Okay. There's only one person here been doing this, huh? Oh. Did you want to respond? Yeah. I'm not going to, if you don't raise your hand, I'm not going to call on y'all to respond, because y'all just sit there and wait for me. You don't bring anything. You wait for me to call on you. What's wrong with you? I'm not here. You got to be waking up. But go ahead. Oh, let me do this. Can you come sit here? Yeah. Can you sit all those seats? You sat right behind Raymond. I can't see you. No, I did. You did what?
I knew you were gonna. She didn't want to sit in front.
She didn't want to what?
Sit in front.
Oh, she didn't?
I like to turn around like this. I like to see the flock.
Why you ain't make her come up front?
I was bowing to her whim. Morning.
You bowing to her whim?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, Vita. All right.
I knew that we both knew this was going to happen, so I don't know why we just didn't sit here.
You knew what was going to happen.
You would just say, come sit in the front.
So why you just do it?
I don't know. Bowing to her whim.
How come when you're talking to me, you're looking at her?
I'm probably trying to make her feel guilty, actually.
Oh, okay. Amazing. You feel guilty?
Me?
He said he's trying to make you feel guilty.
No.
It ain't working.
There's no guilt and shame.
Amazing. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Doormat.
So I realized this week that the only way to be saved from this hell is to be a doormat. It's literally the only way. There's no other way around it.
Into what?
To be a doormat.
And what is a doormat? Tell the people.
So for example, at work, let's say I had a coworker I was struggling with, and I just kind of learned to ignore and just let that go. And then I realized another coworker is now taking their shot, right? Is they're trying to let's see if I can make him angry. And when they're doing that, the thoughts are going to hit you like, look, they're trying to make you angry. They're trying to provoke you. They don't respect you, like he was saying. All these thoughts come. And when you don't do anything about it, that's when the body starts to shake, and it's like it goes crazy. And I think that's what being the doormat is, when you just don't do anything and let the body just go crazy, and then just quietly get up and go to the bathroom or whatever, and just let it come out. And
Oh, you go in the bathroom and scream?
no.
Oh.
For me, it comes out of my eyes a lot. Tears come out.
Oh, you go in the bathroom and cry?
Not cry. No.
Why do you go to the bathroom, you say?
I go in the bathroom and wash my face, rinse my eyes out.
Because you've been crying?
No, because this thing it wants to come out. There's nowhere else to come out of but my eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
That's where it happens for me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And why do you want to cry?
I don't know. I don't want to cry. It's this weird thing in me that's like, going crazy.
How do you know that people at work are trying to do this to you? Are you paying attention to them, or how do you know?
How do I know?
Yeah, like this one woman will give you a hard time. You finally got past that, and now you see another woman.
Yeah.
And how do you know?
I just, you just use your, your awareness and brain to just, the social whatever, just see how people are acting socially, It's not real. I know that it's fake.
But I'm saying, how do you know? Are you like paying attention to her?
Yeah,
Or
we're
is
having
she coming up and giving you a bad attitude? How do you know she's the next person you got to deal with?
We're just having a conversation, and then let's say I've told this person in the past, like, hey, can you not do that? This is not the right way to do it. Do it this way. And then they'll try to still do it, the other way. And then it's almost like you could see in another plane that this spirit is like tempting you, and they're like laughing. You know what I mean? It's like physically you can't see them, but this other plane is like they're trying to provoke you. That's how I feel what I'm seeing. And it could all just be thoughts, but that's just what it feels like. It feels like, let's say I'm standing here and someone's here, and I'm like, don't do that. But then they do it, and then I could just feel that devil in them giggling at the devil in me, and we're just both just kind of like, it's strange.
So you could feel them trying to do something to you, the people?
Yeah, it's not so much of a big deal on like the physical surface level, but because that person knows I told them like, don't do that, that's not the right way to do it, then they'll do it more to try to get a reaction. Just little things,
Oh, I
like,
see.
Girl things, so.
And do you tell them again, don't do it that way?
I do, I've told them before, but it seems like, I don't know what it is with that spirit in some women, they just, when you tell them, no, don't do that, they're like, oh, this is fun. He doesn't like that, let me do it some more. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with.
Are you her boss?
No.
You're not the boss?
No, but I guess there's like, if you want to call, there's like a tier of who tells who what to do. So I'm like.
You're on the tier?
Yeah, I'm like a little bit above
her
on the tier. Yeah.
Amazing.
So.
And so you take the pain of her, the way she's acting?
Yeah, so what happened this week was I took the pain of it, went in the bathroom, washed up, came back out.
After crying?
Yeah. I wasn't crying, though. It was the devil. Yeah.
Of course.
Right. But yeah, after I came out of the bathroom, it was funny. It was like it was completely gone. That feeling or interaction was just gone.
But why were you crying at all?
I don't know. I couldn't help it. It's just pain. It was the pain of wanting to say something, wanting to correct her because I'm the man and I'm supposed to be the alpha. It's like, he's like, why aren't you correcting her? Like, do it. Say something. And I'm just like, being a doormat. And it's just painful. It's painful not to say anything sometimes.
Do you think you're supposed to be correcting everybody? Well,
No.
not everybody, but let's say this woman, you told her once, don't do it that way. You're not her boss.
Right.
Why do you think you need to correct her at all after that?
I don't think that. It's this thing telling me that, It's this thing telling me, look, she's being disrespectful. You're the one that's higher or whatever.
Oh, you're over her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not over her, but, it's, doctor and receptionist. It's kind of like, yeah, you're over her. But yeah, it's this thing
So
telling me.
you're a doctor, she's a little reception.
Right.
And she won't do what you tell her to do.
Right. I'm telling her, don't do it like this. Do it this way.
Okay.
Because this is the logical way to do it. This is the emotional way to do it. Do it this way, please. Okay. No. But I'm okay. Everything is no. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What a mess.
What a mess. Don't cry. Okay.
No, I'm not going to cry. But the good news is that it goes away when you don't do anything about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The light takes it away, if you will.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yes, Nick. Let me take Doug then and here. And that's in your hand? No? Okay. Yes, Doug. Did you have your hand?
I did.
Your doormat?
I'm learning how to be one. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us.
I just, what I've been noticing is that so much easier mentally to just be a doormat. I don't have to think necessarily, right? Because before I'd be hours and hours in my head thinking about this person and what they did or what they may do or whatever. But it's very peaceful to not have to think about all that stuff. And I'm just learning how to, it seems like my default is to fight, but I'm catching that more and more and learning how to not fight, or fight in a different way, I should say.
Is it painful not fighting?
Yes, at times it is.
And why?
But it's not always painful. Like sometimes I think it's painful more, since to answer your question as why, because I might be kind of I'm in my thoughts to a certain degree, and coming out of that is painful. But when I catch it on that first thought, it's not nearly as painful, or sometimes not at all painful. It's just over.
Okay. Amazing. Yes, sir. I saw your hand, right? Yes.
So my input on being a doormat and endurance, from my experience, I think being a doormat is being able to not react to anything anymore from the inside. Because one thing I'm noticing is, like, when I first started this journey, like, I was real tender inside, I guess. Everything.
Tender?
Yeah, you know, like soft, and everything would bother me. But now I have the same thoughts, same imagination, everything's still there, but I could watch it without being phased within, you know.
Right on.
And that's what I'm learning about being a doormat. It's almost like exercising, you know. If you just endure a little longer, the weights get a little bit easier, and you start realizing, oh man, I could do this. Like, this is not so impossible as I thought it was, you know, so.
It is 100% abnormal to react or respond to anything, especially emotionally. If you got to speak up, that's fine, but it is abnormal. We were not created to react to anything or anyone, but everyone does it.
Yeah, and I could see that being true now. Like,
Yeah.
before, I thought that was the normal, reacting all the time,
Yeah.
you know. And I appreciate it too, because, like, you think, like, you need to deal with people to get over that.
Right.
But being by yourself, you get over it within. The outside world can't really bother you anymore. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean?
So you're right, you make a good point. You could be a doormat when you're by yourself, ain't nobody around but you, and Satan tell you all this stuff about yourself. You don't have any friends, what's going to happen tomorrow, nobody love you, there's no good in being a daddy, and all that. And you could be having pain from that.
Yeah.
So it's not just when you interact with people, it's the interactions that's happening in your mind as well.
That's the beauty of it. You don't even need people for this journey. Like,
Yeah.
You can do it completely
And the
on
more
your own.
the more you be a doormat, you pay less attention to what people are acting like. You see that they're crazy, but it's like you're just looking at a crazy person, and it doesn't even seem like they'll try to do anything to you because you're no longer into that, and it just seems like they're crazy. But you don't judge them, you just see a crazy person.
Yeah, it's like impossible to judge them because you see the crazy in you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, how could I even judge this person for acting
Yeah.
crazy when I could see the crazy in me? You know?
Absolutely. It's so freeing up.
It really is. It
Amazing.
really is, yeah.
All right.
I like being a doormat.
Good. I saw Dub, and the person did not come here.
It's also rather nice not to have to prepare to deal with this person or that
Right.
situation, because that takes a lot out of me. Just to have to go into my mind and think, I won't say it.
You already think, I'm going to work, and Lord, I got to deal with this heifer again.
Yeah.
How is this going to work out? You know, you're already in your mind. If they say this to me, I'm going to say this. If they do this, I'm going to roll my eyes. But you don't have to plan.
No.
You just go.
It's really nice to not have a plan.
Yeah. Amazing. Right on. Yes.
Okay, so I've been trying to be a doormat for a grand total of 1 week, because that's how long I've been here. And I have definitely been called feisty, spitfire, difficult, so I'm not really the doormat type. And I've been sleeping like a baby this week.
Right on.
Been sleeping like a baby in the middle of our team meeting on Wednesday. I was able to do it discreetly, but my boss has a way of pushing my buttons, and my ego tends to tell me, that's not fair. How can they treat us this way? They're awful. They think they're better than us. I work for a foreign government, just to disclose, so it's also, this country thinks they're better than us.
You say you work for a foreign government?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But don't mention the name.
I won't mention it.
Yeah. And so you think that the foreign government think they're better than you?
The people, yeah.
And why do you think they think they're better than you?
Not better than me, but better than Americans, because just the nature of the job, the way they come in, essentially do consulting, and they come in and they think they're gonna become super successful in the US, and they know how to sell their products, they know the market, they know how Americans interact, and we've been portrayed very negatively in the media and all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I almost said the country. But so there seems to be an air of arrogance.
And so you take the pain when you feel like they think they're better than you?
Yeah, and also in the way they treat their employees from their nation versus us locals, that they have different benefits and they have seemingly better working situations.
Do you get upset when they treat the other employees, American employee, bad? That bother you as well?
Yes, because we have some employees who are from their country, and they're given higher salaries, more vacation time.
But why do you feel bad for the other employees?
Because I feel like their skills and talents are being wasted there.
But why do you feel bad about that?
I guess I empathize, because I feel bad, so I imagine they also feel bad. but then it comes this weird sort of trauma bonding, and we make jokes about it. But
I don't know why you would feel. Let's say they paid you fairly, but the person next to you, American employee, they're not paying them in the right way. Why would you be upset that that person not getting paid right?
If I were being paid fairly?
Let's say you made good money, but your
But
friends
someone else
around you
wasn't.
that was not making it, and the foreigner made good money, but your friends didn't. Why would you be upset about that?
I can't say.
And
Maybe because that's a hypothetical, right?
Let's say that they yell at the American employee,
Okay.
but not at you. Why would you be upset that they're yelling at the American employees?
I would probably think, as a boss, you should not be yelling at anyone. There are more effective ways to get someone to do what you want, but I would probably feel like it were disrespectful to be yelling, to be raising your voice.
And why?
Instead of communicating.
And why? It's
Calmly,
not happening
but,
to you. Why would you feel that way?
If I liked the person, I would feel badly. I mean, just being honest, if I didn't care, if I didn't like my coworker, I probably would not feel badly.
So if you like your coworker, you feel badly. But if you didn't, you wouldn't feel anything.
I assume. Yeah.
Really? And why would you feel anything for the one you like?
I think I would probably feel some empathy, sympathy in the instance.
But why?
Probably some pain.
Why?
Some of their pain.
Right. Why would you feel someone else's pain?
Well, they make it visible. Because some people are better at hiding their emotions than others, but if someone were visibly crying in front of me because of that, then I would feel bad. I can't explain why.
Oh, is that normal to feel bad when someone is crying?
In my mind, it is. Like, for me, if someone's crying, I think the tendency is to go ask if you can give them a hug. But I've seen actually, and I don't know if that's a gender thing, because I know most males do not do that. Most males will, like, run away if you're crying.
Because they know you're lying.
I just saw your T-shirt, actually. Yeah.
Is that true? When she's crying, she's lying?
I just saw that T-shirt earlier, so I get the reference now. But yeah.
But what good is it? Let's say that your friend was crying. The boss yelled at her, and she was crying. You would go and give her a hug. Why?
To provide comfort.
Why?
Because my ego tells me I can provide comfort. Like, like I can do something that will make this person feel the tiniest bit better.
Yeah. Is that good to do that for them?
I don't know.
Is that good that she would do that? Hold on to the mic. Yeah, he'll take that one.
Is it good that she would go hug somebody?
Yeah.
Well, I would ask first. Some people don't like to be hugged.
Her best friend crying.
Yeah.
The boss just yelled at her. The whole office saw it. And now the friend is embarrassed and hurt and shy. She would feel sympathy, you say?
Sympathy, yeah.
And go and hug him. What do you say about that?
It sounds so strange to me because that would never even occur to me.
Oh,
to really.
Well, you're a male. You don't.
Well,
count.
exactly. But
that's what I said.
I'm not. I don't even really hug my family members that much. So.
Oh, you don't?
No.
No wonder they don't like you.
Well, we're white, so we don't hug as much as the if you get closer to the equator, they hug
White
a lot.
privilege.
You're white and you don't hug as much. Try coming from an Asian family. We
Yeah.
don't say I love you.
There you go.
Amazing.
But yeah, I think it's probably at the end of the day ego.
Oh,
Sure,
okay.
it feels good. You think you're giving comfort to that person?
What do you think about that? You're a female. Your friend boss yelled in front of you guys, everybody in the office. Now she's over there boo-hooing. And you're sitting there, and other people looking. Would you hug her?
No.
Would you have hugged her before you found Jesus?
I think by you going and hugging her, you're playing God. You're trying to make her feel better. And
But
you can't
before
do
you
that.
knew all that, would you have hugged her?
Before I started coming here,
Yeah. You would have?
Yes,
And
I would.
why?
Because you think you're making that person feel better.
Yeah.
And I realized we can't make anybody feel except anger. We can make them feel angry.
But before you woke up, why did you think that you thought it was good to make them feel better? Why?
Because it was done to me. When I was crying, somebody would come and hug me. It would make me cry even more.
Right.
But then you feel special that, oh, they care.
Yeah.
Which now I know nobody really cares.
What a mess.
Yeah, and with the company, the bosses, I think you're judging them. That's why, if it doesn't have anything to do with you, then you shouldn't care.
Amazing.
Jesse, I
What?
love being a doormat.
Oh, you do?
I do. It's so peaceful. I just love being a doormat,
Oh,
especially with my kids, my grown kids, my daughters.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Stay with it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you being a doormat?
Yeah, I'm being a doormat.
Tell the people what that is and what is it like for you being a doormat?
So for me, it's just enduring, sitting through the pain. So when I'm in a situation where I perceive something maybe negatively, just enduring it, just sitting in the pain and just observing the negative thoughts that you get from it. Watching how it just tempts you to want to react or get angry or get frustrated. So But as you keep doing it, just if it feels like you want more, like you,
Yeah.
it seems like you get a piece from it. So
Yeah.
like you really want to seek it more, and you want to just stay in it, and you want to keep, you know, observing it and watching it. So that's what it's been like.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, sir.
I feel like being a doormat is like an extension of doing the silent prayer in terms of staying still, watching your dots and all the stuff, but it's more of a physical, social format of it in terms of you're watching your coworkers and not reacting to whatever feelings they have that make you feel when they do something, you know what I mean? So.
Right on. Amazing. Yes, sir.
I think one part of being a doormat is pretty much waiting for the truth to catch up to you in any situation. Yeah. So like whether you're dealing with the outside world at work with people, when someone does something, instead of going with the emotional or thought reaction, you just wait until the truth catches up to you, and then you know what to do. Or whether you're by yourself and your temptations come to you, instead of going with the reaction, you, even though it burns or it might be painful for a while, you're just waiting and waiting for.
Right on.
relief, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Endorse to the end. Any questions? Okay. Right here, the biblical question from last week.
I don't think I remember it.
I'm sorry?
I don't remember what it is.
Oh, what do you possess?
What do I possess? I guess like reality-wise, nothing. Like if I'm being honest, probably nothing. I don't possess anything. I think I do. Like that I have a home and I have all these things, but at the end of the day, I would say I don't possess anything. And I'm trying to get to the point of not wanting to possess things as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say you don't possess anything?
No.
Oh, okay. What does it feel like not having anything? Possessing anything?
It feels good because I think I get attached to things, so it feels like more freedom instead of putting identity with a possession or like I have a job, like that would be an identity, but when I can say it can come and go, which is nice. Like things can just come and go fluidly. I think that's the way it's supposed to be, and I think every day it's like letting that like seep in more and more, but yeah, it feels good, I would say, not to possess things.
Amazing. All right. Anyone else want to respond to right here? And then the man in the green want to respond to the biblical question. Yeah.
So Monday when I heard the biblical question, what do you possess? First thing I thought was nothing. And then I realized I possess the ability to follow evil or follow good. That's the only thing I feel like I possess, that I can follow, decide I want to be following good or evil.
And what do you mean by you possess that?
The ability to see which road I want to take. I want to follow Christ or I'm going to follow. So I have that ability, I possess that ability.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Yes, sir. What do you possess?
In particular, nothing.
You don't possess anything? You don't have a house or a car or kids or anything?
All of the above, but I don't possess anything. You know, so it's a big question.
So you possess nothing?
Not in particularly, no.
Really? And why do you say you possess nothing?
Because there's nothing I can think of that I think to myself, oh yeah, I possess this, or I wake up thinking I possess that.
Right.
I am myself, and that's good enough for me.
Okay.
I don't look for anything outside of myself. I am the self. So I don't possess anything in that aspect.
All right. Amazing. Thank you. Yes, sir. And then here.
Yeah, this week I realized I possess anger and hatred, but the difference now is that I know it's not mine.
Okay.
It's not of me, so yeah.
Is it getting easier for you to go to work and kind of be free and not worry about the employees or the patients or anything?
Compared to last month, yeah, it's been calming down. Last month was like pure hell. It was like, I was just dragging all day, but it's like calming down. It's like stabilizing, if you will, a little bit.
Yeah.
But as soon as it stabilizes, there's another, it just keeps coming, other little things. So it's just being still and present always is the most important thing, because it's just hell is like, it's right there.
You still want to quit and start your own business?
No, I got past that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other new thoughts that are coming at work. I realized that the other coworker I was having an issue with, last week I thought by ignoring her I wasn't reacting, but that was a reaction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I realized that was draining too, trying to ignore her, And she knows it too. She comes around and just says something completely wrong and foul and then just giggles at me. And I'm supposed to like correct, you know what I mean? It's very interesting. Human beings are interesting creatures.
So she does that because she knows that you react to her?
Yeah, she'll come and say something, for example, like just completely wrong. You know what I mean? Completely opposite of truth.
All right.
And then she'll look over and giggle at me. And then I'm just, nope, I'm not looking, I'm not saying anything.
What would you normally do before you learn not to react?
I would say, no, that's wrong. What do you mean? That's not true at all.
Oh.
Like, this is true. For example, something like, I can't even give an example. Something like a liberal would say, you know what I mean? Like, just something crazy, like abortion is good or whatever, something like one of those liberal talk points. And then the devil's like, oh, you're supposed to say something. You're of truth, you gotta, you're supposed to set the example here and, all those things you hear. And then I'm just like, no, these are thoughts. These are thoughts. No matter how true they may sound, I can't say anything. So that's just what it is all day.
That's a good example. You're a conservative, she's a liberal, she knows you're a conservative. She says abortion is good.
Right.
Right away, the devil tells you, you have to defend that.
Yeah.
You got to respond, you got to react. But no reaction is the best way. It's
And then
the right way.
the devil is so cunning, he'll even say, look, she knows how does she even know you have a conservative mindset? You never said anything about any of this, So, and I know the conservative thing is fake too. There's no such thing. There's only truth and lie, really.
Yeah, conservative thing is as wrong as the liberal thing.
Right.
It's the same two evils.
Yeah. And
that's why they fight.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fun though. The journey is, don't get me wrong, it's hell, but it's also fun in a weird way. It's like a game kind of, But yeah, I enjoy it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I was gonna say awareness. Being aware.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Awareness.
Awareness.
That's the only thing I can come up with.
What do you possess?
Yeah.
You say you possess awareness?
Well, I think that's the only thing that comes close to possession.
And how do you possess awareness?
By staying in this moment and seeing what's going on, and then you'll kind of see what's going on.
So you own awareness?
No, I wouldn't say I own it, but that's the only thing that I can come up with as being close to owning, because I know I wanted to do good stuff, and I ended up doing bad stuff. And then, so I couldn't choose, I want to be good, because I still ended up doing, the wrong stuff, the easy stuff. And as far as material things, they can come, they can go. And so I think the only thing that helped me to change was to focus on being aware, and kind of like what he said.
Right.
So that's the only thing I can.
What kind of good things you want to do?
Not self-jeopardize myself, not do drugs, alcohol, not get with crazy women, not having kids out of wedlock. Yeah, the list is long. Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to do those things, but you do them anyway?
I used to, but no, I don't.
And were those bad things?
Well, they're destroying I was destroying myself. So yeah, my health.
Oh, okay.
Financially.
Yeah.
And my peace. I was always how to do more to like not think about all that stuff.
And so have you stopped trying to do good?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because you have to be good and you automatically just do good. You can't, there's nothing of ourselves that we can think of and be good. We're going to say, oh, we're going to help this old lady across the street.
Yeah.
This is good. Or we're going to do this. Whatever we think of as good is not good. It's all bad. Oh, good, man. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I broke my foot. That's it.
You broke your foot? Try to do good?
No.
So you was aware when you broke your foot?
No, I wasn't. No.
How did you break it?
It was I didn't respect safety, and I was just trying to do shortcuts here and there and paid the price.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it painful?
When it happened, yes. And if I put weight on it, yes.
It looked painful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
So now, you guys don't try to be good and walk me across the street, okay?
Somebody want to do good, help him to a car. Amazing. Okay. Yes, sir.
The biblical question, what do I possess?
Yes.
I think the reality is I possess nothing. But then the illusion is, I possess like money, guns, watches, stuff like that. And then I still dabble like in both worlds. Like I know that the truth is I possess nothing, but then I still like the worldly things. I go back and forth.
Right.
And I realize like if you falsely believe you possess anything, those things like enslave you. Like if you believe you possess money, now you have to worry about making more or losing it or whatever. Yeah. Or like if you have like nice things, you have to worry about, oh, is it gonna get damaged? Is it gonna get stolen?
Yeah.
But then the truth is you possess nothing because God possesses everything. So if you think of it in that way, it's more freeing because He owns everything. So He's gonna take care of it.
When you walking down the road, do you hold your gold chain, your neck like this?
No.
So no one snatch your chain off?
When I walk in the hood, I tuck it in.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't blame you nowadays. What a mess. Okay, right on. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you explain the thing you were talking about before with the difference between being good and doing good? I didn't quite understand that.
A human being can never, ever, ever, ever do good. No matter how we try, we are not able to do good. Hugging someone when they're crying is not good. Then taking care of mama when she get old, and now you stuck with her, you got to push her around in a wheelchair, that's not good. We can't do good because we don't know what good is. We don't know what evil is either. And that's the problem with human beings. And that's what happened when Adam listened to Eve. She had listened to the serpent, and she learned evil. Because prior to listening to the serpent, she only knew good. And so she could only do good because that's all she knew. But when she listened to the serpent, she and the serpent became one. And now she knows evil. So she knows good and evil, and she's playing God. So she'll do this thing and call it good. She'll do this thing and call it bad because she thinks that she's God. And then Adam listened to the woman, and he and the woman became one. They became one, and they both thought that they have the knowledge of good and evil. Before the fall, human beings only had the knowledge of good and not evil. But when you listen to the serpent of your heart, your mind, you now know good and evil. And everything that we call good is not good, is evil. Everything we call bad is not bad, is evil. But we don't know it. It's only when your heart changed back to perfect love, and now your nature is that of love. Your nature is one with God. You can only do good because now you only know good because you know God. And you can only do good. And unless you reconnect to the Father, to good, to perfect love, you're never going to know good. You think you know good and evil because you think that you're God. And you know what's right. That's why people judge. Oh, you don't believe in what I believe in, you're evil. You don't do what I do, so you're evil. They call that evil, and they think they're doing good. They think they know what good is. A man or woman of good never judge, because they never have an opinion about anything. They just naturally do good without thinking about doing good or I am being good. Thinking about being good or doing good makes you evil. That's not good. So you can only do it when you return to the Father.
So help me understand something that's, I think would be obviously good. Like let's say there's a kid and he's about to get hit by a golf cart or something, and you see it happening, and you got to get that kid out of the way.
Right.
I would think that's a good thing, other than nah, they'll be fine, whatever, not my problem. Am I wrong about that? Saying that that's a good action?
Why would you think that's a good action?
Well, because the kid could be hurt or killed.
But why you say that's good though?
Because it promotes life. God wants life. He doesn't want death.
I don't understand that.
God wants abundance. God wants life. He doesn't
So if God
want
wants life, why would he let a kid walk in front of a golf ball and get hit on the head and knocked out and killed?
Because he gives us free will.
So that means what?
That means we have free will, but there also exists good and evil in the world.
You have a free will, you say?
I believe we do.
Oh,
yes.
you do?
Yes.
And why do you believe you have a free will?
Because I don't know, because if we didn't, we would just be automatons and there would be no purpose to life. We would just be
automaton. Whatever that is.
like a lemming, but
a lemon?
A lemming.
A lemon?
A lemming.
What's a lemon?
Remember that video game Lemming, where they
No.
all just follow each other?
No, I don't play video. I'm
well,
grown.
What's that?
I'm an adult. I don't play video.
Oh, well, no, I don't either. That was when I was a kid.
Yeah, right. You know, automaton.
But you know what I mean. Like, yes, but getting back, I do believe that we have some free will, although I also believe that we have some not free will. I do think that there are these things acting on us, but I don't think it's as simple as we have absolutely zero free will.
Oh, okay. Let's say this kid about to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
You ran out and grabbed the kid. You may help with the body and keep the body from getting hurt, but why would you call that good?
Because the kid would not be hurt. I think most
But
people
why
wouldn't
can't
even
you see, the kid didn't get hurt by the ball, so why would you have to call it good or anything?
Well, because if he got hit, that would be bad. If he was injured or killed, I don't think that would be good.
But why would you call that bad? He was injured, he was killed, he's out of here.
Because the kid wouldn't have life.
What?
The kid would be dead. He wouldn't be alive anymore.
But if God wanted him to be alive, he would have kept him alive, right?
No, I don't believe that.
Why not?
I think because I believe God wants us to promote life. He, be fruitful and multiply, and he gives us these moral codes, but he also gives us free will. And so there are these two realms that we have to operate in. That's how I see it.
So if that's true, and I'm not saying it is or not, if that's true, why did he let you suffer, be miserable, hateful, lonely, drug addict, alcoholic, drag queen, whatever, if he wanted you to have life?
Because I think for a couple of reasons. One, he he values liberty, so he wants us to be able to choose at the end of the day. And also, if we have to live in a world where all options are available to us, because if we didn't, then we wouldn't have free will. So he has to give us this huge canvas. You can be, well, I won't say Mother Teresa, because I know there's some stuff about her, but for the sake of what I'm saying, you could be Mother Teresa, or you could be, Ted Bundy if you want to be, right? So he gives us that entire palette of ways we can be.
And who would you rather be, Mother Teresa or Ted Bundy?
Well, neither. Well, I'd rather be Mother Teresa, let's say. But,
Really?
But neither, yes.
But why Mother Teresa over Ted?
Ted seems like a whole bag of strangeness that I don't even want to think about. Mother Teresa. Oh, I know I know. I don't know, but I also know what people say about. Let's say your friendly neighbor who has a completely free record of being arrested for doing bad things or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I do.
it's not Ted Bundy.
All right.
Yeah.
And your point is what?
Well, I don't remember, but at
I
this
forgot
point,
too.
I got lost in it. But I think my original question was understanding the difference between the being good and the doing good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say that I saw this kid about to get hit. I ran over and tried. Not that I'll do that, but I might do it. I may do it. I don't know. It all depends on. And I helped it, and I prevented him from getting hit with the ball. I wouldn't call it good or evil because it would just be another thrill. I would take credit for it. I would feel good about it. But if I just did it and felt nothing about it, it would just be what it was.
So if you're saying that if you saved the kid or just said whatever, their parents should have been there, you would feel no different at the end of the day?
Yep.
Oh.
And then the president would invite me up to the White House and give me an award, the President Honor Award, and the world would applaud, and then I'll feel good. And I'll play. I wouldn't feel anything. It's not normal to be feeling these things. It's all ego, it's all vanity, because you're getting a thrill from it. You put your life on the line to run and get some kid that's gonna be hit by a ball where you could have been knocked out by the ball and killed. And it's all for the thrill of it. But you can do things in life without feeling that way about it, feeling anything about it, knowing that you had nothing to do with it without thinking about it.
And you would call those actions, you would still say those are good actions, right?
No, that would be love.
That'd be
When
love.
you can function in life without a thrill, you're of love.
And those actions that you're doing out of love, do you
But
call those good?
I still wouldn't call it good.
Okay.
Because how can I know what good is, So if I let's say that I did it, and it was just, okay, I helped the little kid. The moment I start calling good, then I think I know what good and evil is.
Yeah, I think that's where I don't agree, because I think there's a gray area for sure, like what is good and evil, but I also think there are things that are clearly evil. And we see them each and every day.
Like what?
Like that lady in Massachusetts, whether or not she was, overcome by the devil or psychosis, whatever.
That lady that was accused of strangling and had 3 kids?
Yeah, that's just pure evil.
And you would call that evil?
I would, yeah, absolutely.
And if she had not done it, you would call it good?
I would call it not. Call what? Well, there'd be nothing. What do you mean?
Well, she jumped out the window, apparently. Let's say she had not done anything to the children and just jumped out, if it's true, she jumped out the window. Would you call that good or evil?
I wouldn't call her jumping out of the evil. I would call it sinful.
Sinful?
Yeah, because it would be attempting to kill yourself, which is still murder.
Oh, what's the difference between evil and sin?
So evil would be what I just said. Sin would be ripping people off on a Ponzi scheme. Although that might be evil too. I don't know. I don't have an example for you, but other than what I just said with that lady. Yeah.
Amazing. what's the difference between evil and sin?
I think sin is just man's way of categorizing and judging what evil is. So I don't know that sin is, I think the word sin is made up versus evil, because it's the same. I wouldn't have an example of sin versus evil.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's just a made up word that helps us feel like we're in control of something.
Yeah, evil is sin. It's the nature of the devil. It's just a made up word. It's evil. Satan is evil. And that's what it is. If we understood that about ourselves, we could see that our hearts are evil, then for those who want to change, they would admit it. I am evil. Look how I think. Look how I treat people. Look how I treat myself. I am evil. Then I don't want to be evil. You'll start to change. But if you're just thinking of it as sin, you think, well, my sin is not that bad. You know, my sin is not as bad as Ted Bundy, right? But your sin is as bad. When you judge Ted, you were worse than Ted. I'm sorry?
I don't agree with that.
And why not?
Because I think doing what Ted Bundy, I think he would be, I think God would judge a Ted Bundy and people who act like that far worse than people who judged Ted Bundy for doing that.
But why do you think that?
Because it's so far out and so wicked and evil that I don't think judging somebody, even if I said it was evil, judging people.
Right.
So I'll go with you on that. I don't think it's the same level of evil. I don't think all evil is on the same
Do
plane.
you think God judged Ted?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Do you think God
severely.
judged you?
Yes.
You haven't killed anyone yet, have you?
No.
Or raped anyone, right?
No. Clean record.
Well, who do you think God does not judge?
I don't think he doesn't judge.
You think he judges everyone?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
And why do you think God judges?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you right off the bat. But I do believe that there's ultimate judgment in the next life and that we have to atone.
What next life?
What's that?
What's the next life?
When we leave this corporeal material world and we go to the next.
Where you going?
I don't know. But
Oh.
I think it's going to be some non-material next level.
Why do you think that? It might be, I don't know. I'm
yeah.
just learning.
I mean, because it just, to me, it makes the most sense.
Oh, okay.
Just
So do you judge?
It's a good question. That's a really good question. I still do, however, it's a different type of judgment that I used to do. So, for example, I won't keep people in boxes. I won't look down on people. I won't think of myself as, oh, I'm better than this person because they do this and I do that. I used to do that, and I totally think that that's just wrong. So I definitely got over that. However, I do form judgments about people. You know, if I meet somebody, I'm going to know whether they're a male or female, or whether they, you know, if I'm interviewing somebody, are they full of energy versus, you know, so in those I'm kind of figuring people out, but I'm also aware that they're not completely in charge of their behavior, so I don't judge them in that way.
So you do judge?
Well, again, I don't know that I do. In the way that you said, because I have to form. Everyone form.
Yeah, that was a question.
What's that?
That was a question. Do you judge Ted Bundy?
Yes, I do.
Do you judge a lady that's been accused of killing her 3 kids?
Yes.
Do you judge?
I do, because I think there's a level of choice there, but I also recognize that ultimate judgment is for God.
Do you think that God judged both those people too?
I do, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Does God judge you?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I believe God judges everyone. I don't think it would make sense for God not to judge us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else believe that God judges? Raymond.
I believe God judges us for what we must take account for everything we did in this life, because that is our way of responsibility.
So you believe God judges you?
Yeah, yes, he does. Because if he doesn't, it's like inviting an infection in an unspoiled world. If
do you believe Satan judges?
Yes, he does.
So God and Satan judge?
They do.
But why don't you just stay with Satan then? Why you want to go from one judge to another one?
Because we don't have any choice.
But to do what?
To accept our judgment.
Well, I don't mean to laugh, but okay. Thank you, buddy. You believe God judges too? That's on your hand?
Yeah. But now I do. I never thought about it till right now, and I was thinking where I got it from, and when I was a kid, that's what they told me in church. That's what my parents told me.
Yeah.
And I never thought about it until now.
So what do you think, that he judges?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
It was something that I just had with me this whole time, and now that I questioned it, I'm like, I guess it's in the Bible, so that's where.
It's in the Bible that God judges?
I believe so. I believe
Okay.
that's what my parents told me, and that's what the church that I was going to as a kid told me, that he judges you. If you do something bad, your life's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christian.
Amazing. Who else believes that God judges? You believe it, Daniel?
No, but my name.
That's on your hand.
Yeah, but my name Daniel, it means in Hebrew, only God is my judge.
Oh.
But that's Hebrew.
Well, you better change that name. Who don't believe that God judges? Oh, okay. Why don't you believe God do not judge?
I think that God loves, not judges. So I think he's watching and trying to guide if we accept the guidance. But I think ultimately he loves. But I can relate to, hearing churches, family members saying you will be judged if you don't do this, if you don't behave that way. So I've certainly heard that before, but that's not what I believe now.
Oh, okay. And do you believe Satan judges too? I mean, do you believe Satan judges and not God, right? You believe that God does not judge?
I believe that God does not judge.
Oh, okay.
I believe that God loves and he tries to guide if we accept it or want to accept it.
Right. Okay.
About Satan, I don't know that Satan judges as much as he just tries to tempt.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, to him. Okay. You don't believe that God judges? Did I see your hand?
I think it's similar if you think of a courtroom on earth in America. There's a judge, and then there's a prosecutor. That's who Satan is. Satan's the accuser. And then there's the defendant, and that's Jesus. So if you were judged guilty of, we'll say, murder, and the penalty was you have to die, Jesus intercedes. He already died. So Jesus takes away. Jesus fulfilled the law. So whatever punishment there is for sin, Jesus paid the penalty already.
So do you think he judges?
No, I mean, even if it doesn't matter, we're all innocent. We're all found innocent.
Would you want to go live with a God that judges?
No.
Because you're already with Satan. Right?
Well, if God judges me innocent, I'm cool with that. I don't believe in free will at all. I would love to be an automaton that acts just like Jesus. I hear that from Christians a lot. Like, if we didn't have free will, we would all be the same. That sounds awesome. That sounds like heaven. I want that more than anything.
And you know about the automaton?
Yeah.
You aware of that?
Yeah.
It's a game?
Well, no, it's me. Like a lemming is an animal. They all kind of just follow
A
each
lemon?
other. A lemming that he mentioned.
Oh, not lemon.
Lemming.
Lemming.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
And they follow
nat-
the top of top?
Well, there'll be like one that's just running, and they'll run off a cliff, and they all run off a cliff together, because they're
Oh.
just kind of a single-minded organism. I think I want that.
Yeah.
That's to me what the Bible says heaven is. We all think the same.
Yeah.
We all think like Jesus. We all act like Jesus. That sounds awesome.
Amazing.
Christians have been taught that that's like somehow a bad thing.
You're right about that.
They're in the
That'll be
lie.
paradise on earth.
Yeah, the lie of free will has them
Yeah.
all confused.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. You know why? Oh, Frankie, does God judges?
No, absolutely not.
Why you say no?
Because he knows that Satan has tricked man to doing every foolish thing, everything that he shouldn't. That he has the knowledge of good and evil. So God knows that if anything that the man is doing, it's from Satan. It's Satan's idea.
Okay. What do you think of that?
So I agree with it to a point. Like I think there's a lot of actions in this gray area, but I also think that there's certain things that people do that are so outside the bounds, or the bounds rather, that I think God will reserve judgment. You know, I
Really?
thought. Oh.
So you think God judged you, right?
Yeah.
And who, when he's judging you, who is he judging?
That's a good question. I know your point there, and I don't know completely.
I'm sorry?
I don't know completely.
But then how do you know why do you think he's judging if you don't know who he's judging?
Because I'm looking at the extremes. Because when you say never and always, I look at the extremes, and if I find an extreme that I think is an exception, then I say to myself, then it's not one or the other. So then I try to work out what is that dividing line? Where is that gray area?
Right.
So I think it's a bit of both. But I was thinking the what's the line? The fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So that to me suggests fear of the Lord would suggest judgment. Why would I, if I'm not going to be judged, why would I fear the Lord?
Right. And so when you're trying to divide the lines, which one is this or that, who is doing that?
Well, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say it's the not me.
But I'm asking you, don't say,
I know.
Don't be like the Tom and Tom.
Well, I don't, and that's a good question, and I don't know. I don't have that worked out.
So then why do you think God is judging there?
Because of the extreme examples that we were talking about before.
So you think God judged this guy that what's the name of the guy?
Ted Bundy.
Yeah. And Ted Bundy was accused of raping women or something?
Far worse. He was a serial murderer, yeah.
Serial murder, yeah.
Back in the 70s.
And you think God judged him, and then you think God judges you.
Yes.
Well, why would he judge you? You're nicer than Ted.
Well, I am much nicer because again, I'd go back to the fear of the whatever it is I said.
What
before.
does that mean, the fear of the Lord?
I think it means fear the Lord, fear the judgment. If you fear the Lord, you will have wisdom.
So you're afraid that God will judge you?
I believe that God will judge me, and yes.
And when he judges you, he's going to whoop you?
Yeah. Maybe not in this life, but in the next life.
Really?
Yeah. I would never, I wouldn't do it naturally, but if I ever thought of doing something evil, I would never do it because I believe in an afterlife and I don't want to.
But you do evil.
Well, true, but I don't.
You're not that afraid of the afterlife.
No, I am. I am.
But then why don't you do evil then? Why don't you stop?
Well, because, for example, I would never steal. I mean, I would never steal regardless.
But
I
that's
don't
because
think
you
it's
white.
right.
You have everything.
Right.
Tell us something that white people don't have.
Well, I don't have everything. There's things I could think of where I'd want to steal. But let's say I wanted to steal. I would still know if I were to do that, if I were to rip somebody off, right, like a Ponzi scheme or something, I would fear God's judgment. I would say, you can do what you want, but hey, in the next life, you might have to pay for that in some way.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Doug want to respond to you, so hold on to that mic, and then I'm
Okay.
going to have to move on because of time. Yes, Doug, I saw your hand. He want to respond. This is very, very good and very interesting. Yes.
Sorry. I was wondering if God judges Ted Bundy, how come he didn't make it stop?
Well, again, because God gives us free will. He gives us that full canvas of actions that we can take or not take.
So God gave Ted Bundy the free will to do that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What would be the point of the judgment then?
That's a good question. If he gonna give you free will to go rape and carry on like that, kill them, cut the bodies up, I don't know if he cut the bodies up, but whatever it is, why would he give him a free will to do that and then judge him?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever questioned? Well, you never thought about that at all.
Thought about what?
If God gave me the free will, why would he want to punish me then?
That's
if
a
I
good-
go and
That's a
do
good question.
serial raping.
I'll think about that and
Yeah.
ask ChatGPT and see what see what it says and come back with an answer. But no, that's a really good question. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. Did you want to respond to that real fast? Then I got to move forward.
So wasn't the reason Christ came and didn't he say, Father, forgive them because they don't know better?
Yeah.
So because God is all love, and I don't think he judges, but the difference between you and Ted Bundy, I think, is the level of evilness that's in you and it's in Ted Bundy. So you having, let's say, level 1 and him having level 100, it doesn't matter. It's all evil. That's what I feel like. So it's the devil that judges, because before I started coming here, I was judging all the time. I would judge everybody with small things. And now that saw the devil, the evil in me, I stopped judging.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it means to be with God. If you're with God, then you know God doesn't judge and you stop judging.
The only reason you think that, there was some fear God, right? God doesn't want you to fear him. Fear God, I don't know why they wrote that way in the Bible. It means appreciate him. Like, wow, I can't believe I used to do this or that, and it's gone now. I appreciate that. It just means to love him. It doesn't mean to feel an emotional thing. It doesn't mean that you're afraid to do the Ted Bundy because God going to get you, right? Because if you weren't afraid of God getting you, you'd probably go out and do what Ted did, right?
No. I still wouldn't.
No. But you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised the things you would do if you had this free will. No, nothing's going to be fine.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you just said.
You'll be surprised if you really had a free will. You'll be surprised what you will do. It's only because you don't have a free will that's containing you a little bit. Because
Okay.
you think you're going to be punished.
Well, no,
Because you wouldn't do that thing you said what do you call that? When people take people's money and stuff.
Oh, Ponzi scheme?
You wouldn't do the Ponzi scheme because you don't want to be punished, right?
I mean, ultimately, yeah.
And
I'm
so if
saying
you
that would
thought
be the
you
guardrail.
would not be punished.
What's that?
Would you do this Ponzi scheme if you knew you were not going to be punished?
No, I wouldn't do it regardless.
Why not?
But I'd doubly not do it because of God's judgment.
Let me just say this. There is no you. The thing that Ted did, accused of, and whatever you have done or whatever anybody in this room or what the world have done, it was never them. And that's why God sent Christ, because they needed somebody to come to them to tell them it's not you, it's the devil in you. He's make us treat each other this way and make us do the thing. There's no you to be doing it. He's made a home in you and corrupt your heart, and now you're just wicked. You are the devil. And so it's not you. I understand you don't understand that, but I want you to know God sent me here to tell you that. This is Christ. To tell you that you got to forgive and be free so you can overcome the devil. It's not you at all. All of your sins have been forgiven. There's no way you will be able to do it if you wanted to. So even if you wanted to be a Ted, you couldn't do it. Now the devil in you will do it through you in your body and mind, but it wouldn't be you. And God knows that it's not you. That's why he's not judging. He knows that it's the devil. You just don't know that because you're the devil one and you think you are the devil and the devil is you.
So then, do you think we all go to the same place in the next life?
I don't know, but I know that if you drop your body in time, you got all these ideas about who you are and what you are, and you're a murderer, a rapist, or whatever, you just fade away and don't exist anymore. I do know that. But if you drop your body present with God, then you exist. You continue to exist. I don't know what happened after all that. But it's not you. Every thought, every feeling you have is not from you at all. But you think it's you. And then when you're judging, that's the devil in you because you are the devil, judging others because you are the devil. And that's what the devil does. In order to feel alive, human beings judge each other and treat each other the way they do because it's a thrill. It feels good to hate somebody. It feels good to think that you're better than someone or to think that you're less than someone. It feels good to think that you love someone. You don't love nobody, but it's a thrill thinking that you love. And it's not you, it's all evil.
So then, how do you reconcile that, say, with the legal system? Because obviously, when people do bad things, we don't say, "Oh, don't worry, it wasn't you. Here's the,
right.
Have a good day." Like, we have to hold them accountable.
Right. The law of the land is not the law of God. The law of the land is created by man to contain people. And in a way, it's good that they do that because the human beings are not following the law of the heart because their hearts are wicked. And as a result of not following the law of the heart, if they didn't have anything, physical laws to contain them, they would go totally out of control. And so you need the law of the land. It should be fair, but it's not because human beings are not fair. But you need the law of the land to contain because look what's happened. They're changing the laws now, taking away the police, taking away bail bonds, saying that you can beat up white people and get away with it. And the people are going crazy because they're not following the law of the land. And now they don't have the law of the land they're not following the law of God. And so now they don't have the law of the land to contain them. They go out of control. So you need that in order to have something there for the people. That make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. But the law of the lands are not the laws of God at all. But there is no you to commit this, and God knows this, but you don't know it. You think it's you with this free will. You think it's you that can make these decisions. And it's not you at all. So there is no you. How can God judge you if you don't exist?
Were you asking me? Or that was...
rhetorical.
Yeah,
oh.
Matthew.
Oh, under that way of looking at things, I get it.
I'm sorry?
Under that way of looking at things, I don't have an answer for you other than they can't, but I don't know if I agree with
Right.
with that way of looking completely. I'm like, I think what you're saying is true, and I also think that there's truth to the other part, and I don't have it completely worked out.
I understand.
I don't think it's one or
Well,
the other.
stay with it. It'll be made clear.
Okay.
It's best to know that you don't understand it, to pretend you understand it. And that's why we need knowledge. We hear the knowledge, but we don't hold on to it, and then the understanding will come. Just without telling us, think about the things you have thought about during your lifetime and the things you have felt. If you told everybody in this room, they'd run out, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
And that was not you thinking those things.
I know. That's why I agree with you about that. Right?
Yeah.
But there's been other things that pop into my head, and I'm like, no, there's 0%. No, that's not happening at all. Right? And so right there, I'm making a choice. I'm not like, that sounds like a good deal, a good idea. I will drive into the other side of the freeway, you know?
Right,
Like,
but then
I'm not going to do that.
You may not go and commit to suicide, but you committed to suicide by thinking it was you. It's the thought that's the problem.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that was the thought of that wasn't even you. They said, no, I'm not gonna do that. That was the devil working in you, but you didn't recognize that's who it was.
Yeah.
He came up with that idea, not you. We're not in control of anything. We can't even we cannot even create our own ideas. Or even when you want to start a business, the idea of starting a business comes from God. And He gives it to you so you can function on this earth in a physical and practical way. Those are not your ideas to even start a business. You would never think of that on your own. We are incapable of even thinking practical thoughts. Because He created all things, He owned all things. We didn't do any of this at all. And that's why the question of if you possess, you don't possess anything. Nothing. Everything we're looking at is here today and gone tomorrow, including ourselves. We don't possess anything. And that's why it's dumb to fight over things. And as someone said, once you get it, now you got to worry about losing it. Oh, I got this big, beautiful home, so now I got to hire security guards and cameras and dogs to protect the home. I'm afraid someone's going to take it. Oh, I got married. I married this beautiful woman. Now I'm going to look at every man to make sure he doesn't look at her, or make sure she doesn't look at another man. I'm afraid of losing her. Because you think you possess her and you don't. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never ends.
Yeah. And so we don't possess anything at all. That's why you're not supposed to identify with anything, enjoy it, but don't get an identity from it. If you have it, fine. If you lose it, fine. Because you don't possess it anyway. The mind tell you that. That makes sense?
It does.
Yeah. And the only reason, and this I promise you, the only reason you think God judges because you judge. And you think you're God. And you think the real God does what you do. And He doesn't. That's the only reason you think God judges. Well, ain't no way God is not going to judge Ted Bundy. What the? You know, but God knows that wasn't Ted. And if you listen to his story, you hear what he said, you see that it's not him. Because some of those things, he couldn't even understand why he was doing it. Some things he was just being driven to do it. And he didn't want to do them. It's the same thing as anyone else. It's no different. It's not you, and God knows it's not you. That's why it's dumb to be feeling guilty about anything. Because it wasn't you, and the spirit that caused you to do it also caused you to feel guilty. Oh, I wish I had done that. And He'll remind you of it. 30 years ago, about 50 years, He was like, remember 50 years ago you lied? And now you're saying you're not a liar. You lied 50 years ago, and now you're like, oh God, why did I lie? He's giving you, which is not your false guilt about that. This is why we got to let go. Completely let go. There's nobody or nothing on this planet that we should try to hold on to, period. Appreciate each other, have fun, but don't hold on to anyone or anything. Even your home, you appreciate your home, you keep it clean, keep it going, but if it's gone tomorrow, no big deal. That make sense?
Yes.
Any questions about that?
Not about that. I do have a question that popped up into my head this week, if I could ask it. I've heard taught that Satan cannot hear our thoughts. Only God can hear our thoughts.
Yes.
Satan, okay. So Satan can only plug into us. He can only do the inputs, but he
when
can't
you're
hear
doing the silent prayer,
yeah.
Satan is ticked because he doesn't know what you're saying.
Okay.
He's like, wait, and he get all these thoughts. What are you talking about? What are you asking God about? What? And he give you all these different crazy thoughts, right? To stop you from prayer because he can't get in there. He doesn't know what you're saying because only God knows.
But he can
you
see
don't
our
even know what you're saying.
He can see our actions, though. He can, right?
Satan?
He can see our. Yeah, he can see everything that we can see.
That's why he want your quick reaction to all situations.
Yeah.
Because let's say that you broke out a window, and then right away Satan gonna say, "Run!" He's not gonna tell you to stand there and see what happens. Run before the police get there, and you run because you don't want that. You want a quick solution to it. If you were to be still and wait and see what the police do, you're going to get more from that than you would if you get a quick response by running away from it. But to wait and face it, have a way to see.
That makes sense. So we kind of all have the perspective of Satan in a way.
Every human being does.
Yeah.
And that's the
crazy.
problem.
Yeah.
They have all identified with Satan and all his little tricks and games, and they call them themselves. That's me. That's my game. That's what I do. I did that. Blah, blah, blah.
That's crazy.
And that's what's wrong with the world. And every devil thinks he's better or she's better than the other devil. Like you would think, I don't know if you're doing that, but it sounds like you did, but you don't now. You would think you're better than Ted. You're no better than Ted. No better than Ted. No better than the woman that been accused of killing her children. That's why those women like, same. Did you hear that?
What's that? Same?
There are a bunch of women that's following this woman.
Oh, yeah.
Classy woman.
Yes.
And they're saying same, right, Nick? Same, Lindsay. Yeah. They're saying same, Lindsay. They are the same Theresa, I guess, of killing your children. Can you imagine that?
That's wild.
I would go and get my child and move back to Alabama and leave her in California. She up there saying same. You mean you could go to kill my children? But it's not you. I promise you, it's not you. You don't know that. That's why God sent Christ to tell you it's not you. Forgive. That's why it's a horrible mistake to always think about you. Most people always think about them. I want this and I want that. I'm afraid of this lady at work. I'm going to go off on this house or she did this again. If he never thought about him, the world wouldn't even matter. The world will fade away. If you stop thinking about you, it's over. You won't stop thinking about you. You think you exist, you think you're important, you think you have pain, you think you want this, you think you're this, you think... Why don't you stop thinking about you and disappear? Isn't that amazing? What do you think about that?
I think it is amazing.
So why don't you stop thinking about you? Never think of you again except for conscious communication. When we're talking, you might say, well, I like peanut butter or whatever, right? But why do you think about you? Why don't you stop?
It's a good, that's a good question. I think it's just, in a practical sense, it's just hard.
To stop thinking about you?
Yeah, I think I do a pretty darn good job of it, at least compared to my old self. But, you know, Satan's already there, always there to remind me of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell him how to stop thinking about himself.
Just watch the dots.
Anything else?
I can't really think of anything right now.
Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
And to add to what he said, watch them and do nothing about them. Inside of you and is evil, Satan, and God, good, right? And if you never thought about God, good, or Satan, evil, if you never thought about that, you'll be free right now. Because even when you think about yourself, you think, oh, God is helping me, right? God is not helping you. There's no you there to help. God is dealing with evil because you allow him to come in and do it, to wipe away the darkness. And God would never help you as long as you have ideas about God. He can't help you. You got to stop thinking about God. Because he's keeping you away. Your thoughts are not my thoughts, my ways are not your way. And when you have these thoughts and ideas about God, you think you're living up to an idea about God. God want me to be good, so I'm going to be good. Oh, God, this happened. Thank you. Or whatever, right? But stop thinking about him and just live. Life is already given to you. I was thinking of this. I told this on the show this week. I noticed that people won't just give up. They won't just give up. And when a situation happens, they react. Whether it's happening to them or someone else, they still react. Like the young lady was saying, her friend, if her friend is hurting, she's going to go and pat her on the shoulder because she has sympathy, right? That's a reaction. And that's a sign of evil. But on earth, we call that good. Oh, you just showed a love. You could be at church sometimes, someone start crying, then the person next to you pat you on the back. And now you want to cry more and longer, so you get everybody patting you, right? Anyone who thinks that they can help another person is evil. They think they're God. That's why they want to help, because they're God. And they can make you feel better, or they can help you through your situation, or I can tell you about Jesus. Christians got that bad. They always want to tell people about Jesus because they think they're helping, they're evil. They get in the way when God won't even get in the way. They get in the way of you suffering so that you can cry out for help, or you can see what's really going on inside of you. When you try to help somebody, you stop them from seeing that. Because you got in the way, you're God, and I'm not going to let you feel lonely. I'm not going to let you feel the pain of losing your father, your mother, dying. I'm not going to let you feel this pain. I'm going to help. Women have it real bad. I knew that man wasn't no good, but I knew I was going to change him. Once I get him, I'm going to change him. They play God. They literally think that they're God. But emotional people do that, period, men and women. You need to stay out of people's way and let people suffer. Let them suffer. Stop playing God and getting in the way of their suffering because you're evil. You don't want them to be free. You want to feel like a God. Human beings are evil. And it's not them, it's just nature in them. They play God with everything. Adult parents won't even let their children suffer. Oh, you can't pay the rent, baby. Come on back home and live with mama and let you save up $100 to get you an apartment or something, right? An adult should say, okay, mama, I can't pay my rent. Too bad, you better get a job or you'll be on the street. My grandmother used to tell me, if you go to jail, don't call me. I ain't coming down there to see you at the jailhouse. I'm not putting money on the books. I'm not doing anything for you. I'm like, what the? Well, I ain't going to jail for sure. They let you suffer. When I was growing up, they let you suffer. And I thank God for that. Because I'll be weak like that, I would be able to deal with life. People don't love one another, they hate one another, and they call that love. You gotta let go up here in your mind and inside of other people. You got to overcome the world. I told the guys about this. I watched this cowboy movie, and Mr. Dillon and Chester. You ever heard about them?
Gunsmoke.
Right on. See, Raymond got it. Gunsmoke. And so they run the town, the sheriff and the police chief. The police. I mean what is he? He's the sheriff, and then the
Sheriff Matt Dillon.
yeah. The deputy, yeah. And so the guy came in and he robbed the bank. He committed a crime. And he commits this crime and he jumps on his horse and he take off out of town. He go running. And so Mr. Dillon is like, hey, we got to go get this criminal. He has committed a crime. We got to catch him. So they create a posse team and they all go after this guy. And this guy go from town to town to town, and every time he slow down for a minute to let the horse get some water or to have some beans, the posse team get closer and closer to him, and he like become afraid. And he get up and he takes off again on his horse, and he go from town to town to town, just running, running, running. And so, and he noticed that the posse team doesn't give up. They still go after him. No matter how long it takes, it doesn't matter what town he runs to or wherever he goes, they go there, right? And so finally the man said one day, you know, I'm tired of running. This posse team is not gonna give up. I'm just gonna stop running. I'm gonna stay here this time. I'm getting off this horse, I'm gonna wait here, just let them catch up with me. And so he did. And then the posse team caught it. The sheriff and everyone caught him, and they took him and they tied a rope around his arms because they didn't have handcuffs in those days. You know, the kind that you put on. Anybody ever had handcuffs? Yeah, I knew we had some criminals. No wonder you're a criminal. Ted Bundy? Nah. And so they tied his hands up with the ropes, and they put him back on the horse, and they took hold of the horse and they took him back to town. And on his way to town, he was like really afraid because he didn't know what was going to happen. They're going to put him in jail for life. They're going to hang him because they were hanging people back in those times. And he was like really afraid of what's going to happen when he got back to jail. And so he got there, and when they took him off the horse, took him into the building, and then he saw the governor. The governor came, and the governor told him, he was all scared, right? And he found out that the governor had pardoned him. He pardoned him. Crime wiped away. No more punishment. You're free. And the lesson in that, you won't give up. You keep running. You keep worried about the outcome. You keep thinking what's going to happen. You won't stop and let the posse team catch you, the truth. So you can see that you've been pardoned. You always wonder what's going to happen. If I go and do this, how would it turn out? You won't stop and just give up and let the truth catch up with you. Isn't that amazing? So good. Huh? That's so good. That makes sense, huh? In what way? Give him the mic.
No, I mean, you just nailed it.
Yep.
It's Jesus pardons us all. That's his whole purpose. And
yes.
Christianity, especially Catholicism, teaches us to be scared of
yes.
God. And like you said, the word should be like admire. There's translations that have the word revere. It's not. We're not supposed to fear God like in a trembling, like
Absolutely.
He's a monster. We revere, put him in a high esteem.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
Your sins have been wiped away.
Amen.
You've been pardoned.
Yes.
But you won't stop running from thoughts and running from what other people think about you, so you can see you've been pardoned. You're on the run. You won't just stop and let life happen. Life will happen naturally if you let it happen. But you got to stop running. You got to stop plotting and planning and let it happen. It'll be fine. Amazing, huh?
Amazing.
That's why y'all need to watch the cowboy stories. Any question about that? You gotta slow down. You gotta stop and let the truth catch up with you, and let the light fight this darkness for you. And don't worry about, oh, well, how is this going to turn out? This is taking too long. This is too painful. When will it all end? I got to go do something so I can feel better. Stop. And never wonder how it's going to end. Always have a wait and see about everything. Wait and see. It will always be fine for you. Yes, sir.
This is kind of reminding me of a story I want to tell. There was this knight that marched with Joan d'Arc. She was a woman who thought she was in contact with God. But this knight did a spontaneous confession where he confessed to all of these murders that he'd done, that he really detailed. And he would have, it would have been something that was never known, that would have gone under the radar if it wasn't for his just sudden, sudden confession. And I always found that interesting, that was possible.
Amazing.
Basically, yeah.
Thank you. Slow down, give up, stop, and you're gonna see that it's all fine, all is well. You've been lied to. And we have been lied to by the whole world, society, and our parents in ways that's not even imagined. We've been lied to about everything, and that's why all of us live the same life every generation live, because we're doing the same thing that they're doing, and they're giving us bad advice. And yet we be trying to make it work, and then we go have some kids, and we tell them the same lie, and the kids suffer. You tell them the same lie. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. If you wanna be happy, you gotta do this or that. You've been lied to, and every generation repeats the same lie. The world don't have the answer to your problems at all. They don't have it. I don't care how many degrees they have, preaching degrees or whatever the degree, psychologists, psychiatrists, and all that. They don't have the answer to your problem. Nobody's getting better. They're only getting worse. The drugs ain't making you better, it just makes you high and dumber. Buying things don't make you better. It makes you afraid. It makes you want more. I have a friend of mine that, and y'all don't know her at all. All right? She was in court to get her children, and everybody in court nowadays, so you don't know. This person called a radio show. And she was representing herself in the court, and I think the man had a lawyer or something like that. But whatever it was, the man was not showing up for the court stuff. And the judge like was sick of it, and the man wouldn't show up, and so the judge said, "Okay, we'll put this off until next 6 months from now." The wife was so dumb that she would call the husband and tell him well, you need this you didn't show up for your court day today. We put it off. We waited until the judge said wait until this, and they were all and the husband didn't even care because they weren't showing up anyway. The wife could have had the children and everything and gone about her business. In the first case, all she had to do was say, "Judge, this person didn't show up." Because if you don't show up, you win the case. No show, you win. But the lady was helping her husband. I'm like, can you get it? Will you represent yourself? They're like, yeah. I'm like, this is why you're not supposed to represent yourself. You don't supposed to help your enemy in court win your case. That's why the judge said it's not good for you not to have a lawyer. Get an appointed lawyer because you're going to be emotional making decisions that'll hurt you. We have a representative in us. God will help us. But we got to let him do his job. He loves us. And we're not who we think that we are. And you have never done anything wrong. There's no reason to be feeling sad for people, feeling sorry for people, worried about people or yourself, you're playing God. You got to overcome the world up here in your mind and the world out there in the world. You got to let the world go and let them suffer. You don't have any rights at all trying to help another adult. You help your children in the right way, but you're evil to try to help other people. Get in their way of suffering. God doesn't bother them. God let them just suffer. Make the same old mistake over and over and over again. Leave people alone. You're evil. Oh, I feel so sorry for them. The world tells you to do all that. That's what the world do. They help everybody. And they're evil because they're doing it for a thrill, not because of love. They don't care about those people. There's a country in Africa somewhere where the Christians would go over there, they take food and rice and beans and get the people saved. And they were putting the companies over there out of business because the people were receiving all the free food that the Christians were bringing in and not going to the store and buying the other food from the businessmen and women there. And they're like, I wish y'all start coming here and try to save us. You're hurting us, putting us out of business because people going for the free food. Stop it. Stop being evil. You can't help anyone. Don't feel sad for anyone that's going through anything. Don't get in the way of them suffering. You're playing God. Any question about that? Does that make sense? Anyone disagree with that? Do you disagree with that?
Well, you said a lot. I agree with a lot of it. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, stay with it. It'll all be made clear. Because at one time, I didn't know this either. I didn't know how blind I was. You know, on the cross, Christ said something like, forgive them, they know not what they do. He was talking about his enemies. He was talking about the people that killed him. He was not talking about the people who knew him. And so that's more proof that Christ does not judge. He said, forgive these people, God. They don't know what they're doing. He just said, you know what, God, send these people to hell. They done put me up here on this cross in the worst way, because in that time, to down a cross was a bad thing, I guess. And he didn't say, God, you know what, this is Ted. This is worse than Ted Bundy. Punish them. He said to forgive them. They know not what they do. And as long as we're living in thoughts and emotions, we don't know what we're doing. We do not know. We're listening to a lie, thinking that is us. That's why we can't judge no one. Only people judges are the ones who think that they're God. They will say, oh, I committed a little sin, but I ain't do that. I did this, but I didn't do that. They'll measure their sins to someone else. You know they're evil. That's evil. Wrong is wrong is wrong. Evil is evil is evil. All right? So in closing, just don't give up. Understanding will come, but you got to stay in the light. Yes. She has a question, yeah.
I guess with that is like working on yourself is sitting and waiting. It's not like, so you hear about, you know, if you don't want to do something like work out, do it instead. Like push towards that, or say for me, it's like speaking up, so you speak up. So I guess is it working on yourself? Is that reactive too? I guess to like.
That's a really good question. Very good question. Your spiritual life, you have to wait. Sit and wait. Sit by the gate and just wait and be aware. With your physical life, you better go work out. You'll get fat as a pig. And you better go work out and eat right, and because that's your physical body, and God gave you the ability to work out, to run, walk, so you can keep the physical body in shape, so you can function on earth in a physical, social way.
Sure. I guess
but spiritually, you just wait.
Okay. That question, I guess, with the physical is just an example of, I mean, spiritually, like, if you are like, I don't want to go do this thing, you do it anyways. Like,
yes.
I don't want to sit and do a silent prayer, but I do it anyways instead of sitting and, like, is that an action and a reaction to something?
Well, I noticed that if I stop working out, I get lazy, right? And I don't want to go to the gym. And so if I think 6 months later or a month later, maybe even a week later, I'm going to the gym, the first thing my body says, well, wait until a week after next. It don't do it, but I do it anyway because the body is lazy, so I'm not going to obey the body. But as far as my spiritual life, I can see now there's nothing I can do spiritually about it at all. So I sit and wait. I don't look for a quick fix. I don't try to prevent myself from going through the death pain, because you got to go through hell. You got to go through hell to get to heaven. And so, but most people won't allow themselves to go through hell because they try to get a quick fix to the problem. Oh, I'm gonna tell them that this is not true. Or I'm gonna call my mama up and make sure she's not mad. Because waiting to see if she's mad is pain. The devil working on your mind and everything. And so my wife left me. I wonder if she's coming back. I'm so hurt. This pain is too rough. I'm gonna call my wife and see if she coming, or my husband, see if she's coming back or not. And then she said, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Now you feel better. Whether if you had not known if she'd come or he would come back at all and have a wait and see attitude, you would have gotten over her or him, and you wouldn't have that wrong relationship with him.
Okay. So the hell is in the waiting, not in the like if you're wrong and you need to apologize. That
Right.
is not the hell, is not the apologizing part. The hell
No.
is the waiting and not apologize,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because once you admit that you're evil and you forgive, especially the mother and the father, because that's where it came from, right? There's no more apology needed. No more going back and saying I'm sorry again. Because now you just wait in the light and everything is just taken away from you. Your heart is changed. You're no longer going to act and treat people the same way. You won't judge or anything. Because you waited and let the light do the work for you. And you find out all your sins have been pardoned. You're no longer a criminal. But it's hard to wait, because it's scary waiting. Because the devil tells you don't know what's going to happen. Well, what happened if this happened? What's happening if this doesn't happen? And now you're afraid. And most people won't feel that pain of feeling afraid. They'll do something to take the fear away for a minute. Feel the pain. You got to go through the hell. And heaven is in you, and heaven will help you. It'll take it away. Can I make my announcement? Are you done with the question?
Yeah, I'm done.
Do you want to make the announcement there or up here?
You want me to make the announcement?
Both of y'all.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. We got married, 5 weeks ago. So
They got married.
Yeah.
Amazing, huh? And so, did y'all fight already? The morning after?
You gotta say sorry.
That's why she asked about the sorry thing. Yeah. Did you fight with him already?
No.
Why are you looking at him?
Because I have to think. I'm trying to think and like.
Look at me and think.
No, I don't. We didn't get in any arguments afterwards.
I'm sorry?
We didn't get in any arguments. I think if anything, the day after, we realized how much our family is kooky, and we're just thankful to like be free of them and be with each other.
You better stay away from them, or your marriage won't last.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. And so you got to stop helping your sisters and everybody now.
Yeah.
Is that hard for you?
No. No, because I don't.
Right on.
I don't like the pain. I think I liked it before, maybe, and now I'm like, oh, I don't need it, and now I want to consider my husband. So.
Right on. That's your family now, him, not them.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. And let them suffer.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
How do you feel being married and all that?
Good. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Has she got on your nerves yet?
She was on my nerves before, but no, I mean just normal.
Right on. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right on. Amazing. They're married. Nice. Brand new. Anything else? That's it? Yeah, wait on the Lord, and He'll provide your every need. Really, but you got to wait. And waiting means you got to go through hell waiting. Because Satan's going to tell you it ain't going to turn out well for you. He's going to tell you that, and then you're going to go out and screw it up. make it work for yourself. Wait. No matter how painful it is, you got to go through hell to get to heaven. Ain't no way around it. You got to go through hell. All right, so go through the hell, the psychological, emotional hell. And don't call it me. Oh, I'm so in pain. I'm so scared. It's not you, I promise. And you will, the cloud will clear away, and you will really start seeing that was never me. I thought that was me. I can't believe it. And you will never judge again, because you and the Father will be one. Brand new biblical question.
Is there a difference between the God of the Old Testament and the God of the New Testament?
Is there a difference between the God of the Old Testament and God of the New Testament? Amazing question, huh? This is your first time here? What's your first name and how did you hear about us?
Hi, my name's Jordan. I come from London.
London?
Yeah, London, England.
All the way from London.
Long way, yeah.
I didn't know they had black people in London.
There's plenty of black people all over. And I saw you online. Agree with a lot of things you say, disagree with other things, but in a weird way, it's mad because you come out of some crazy stuff, but a lot of it's, if you deep it properly, it's true. A lot of things you say is true. And I come to LA and I was shocked that it was, you can just walk in there without paying or anything. So I thought,
we don't charge in LA. Everything's done by the government.
Wow.
No, I'm playing. No government funding here. But right on, man.
Yes, I just took the opportunity to come in, see what it's about, get everyone's perspective. It's all good.
Are you going to be here Thursday?
Yeah.
Of this week?
Yeah.
If you're in LA this Thursday, we're having a men's forum for men only at 7 p.m. this Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it. Yeah, 100% you'll see me again.
Right on. Any questions or anything?
No, not really. Not really.
Oh, okay. James, is he in that part where all those people invaded the country?
No, that's Spain.
Oh, you live near Spain? What do you think about what's happening in Spain right now?
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of things are going on, but you can't believe everything you see.
Right.
Sort of thing. It's there's more to it than meets the eye.
Did you forgive your mother?
Yeah, a long time ago. And father as well.
Oh,
Yeah. Without being told. That's the crazy thing. So I thought, oh, wow, he says that as well. It's pretty
right
good.
On.
If you understand it, it makes a lot of sense because you do need to forgive in order to move forward. You can't have one without the other.
That's for sure. Right on, man. Amazing. I am out of time. And listen, I want to encourage you all to work on yourself during the week so you don't just come here and sit here like nuts on a log. You're supposed to bring something too, share something sometime. I'm not saying all the time, but you have a life, right? See, I'm not the only one dealing with hell and coming through it and working over it, and I come and tell you about it, right? You all working on yourself during the week, right? Yeah, no? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, you should have something to share. It's a fellowship. All right? We are giving and taking. All right. We are having a men's forum this week. We're doing the super chats tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thanks for your support. And I'm out of here. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all. Amazing.